Yo, Big Kish back up in here, man. How are y'all feeling? We got Joe Budden here. We got Joe Budden dissecting the J. Cole Clouds record. Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm enjoying the heck out of that record. I'm enjoying it, man. It is such a vibe. But it's a lot of people ain't rocking with Cole. A lot of people ain't rocking with Cole. I guess they still mad off the apology or whatever. But listen, man, hip-hop is hip-hop. And this is exactly what we need. Before we get into that, I would like to give a special shout out to Fifi. I would like to give a special shout out to Natasha. I would like to give a special shout out to Dolin De Diaz. I would like to give a special shout out to Donald Bennett. Who else we got? Thank y'all so much for the donations and donating to the channel. Fifi, Natasha, Dolin, and Donald. Thank you so much for donating to the channel. Thank y'all. Oh yeah, we about to get into this video. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Listen, do you want? Should I give a mature Joe, or are we doing shit in the spirit of hip hop? The MC in me and in the spirit of hip hop, I didn't want to hear that shit. The man in me absolutely loves it.
Gotcha.
So what's up?
I got something to say. We gonna let it ride. We gonna let it ride.
Everybody, welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So J. Cole is taking a moment to reflect as he gets older. The North Carolina rapper unveiled the first release of the year, titled Clouds, in which he touched on everything from Donald Trump's assassination attempt to the growing...
This is what it's starting to seem like now. Now this is what it's starting to seem like. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. It just seemed like you can't win for losing with some, with some situations.
Growing conversation around artificial intelligence. Cole obviously isn't the first artist to question AI's role in music, but his take certainly brings the conversation back to the forefront. Instead of calling for bans and regulations, as we've seen from Cardi B,
Yeah, man.
Good.
and creativity much sooner than expected.
Oh, they listening to the Cole. That's why it sound like this.
Shouts to Cole.
That shit is amazing.
Hey, yo,
It's amazing.
Oh, this nigga out here, man.
That's crazy.
Get this nigga out here, man. Get this nigga out here. Get this nigga out here, man. Oh, God. Shouts to Cole.
That shit is amazing.
hey, yo, we as a people,
Yeah,
we're
you
so
lucky.
like we're so fickle.
Wait, hold up for a minute. Who lucky?
Go ahead, yo.
Who lucky?
Put your ego back in your pocket,
I
yo.
just didn't know who you was talking to.
Yeah, you.
Lucky how? Well, I am. My God is good.
You lucky you retired. He's saying.
Yeah.
You lucky you're not out right now. While that man is out right now rapping like that, he's saying.
You don't even get none of these niggas without a Joe Budden. You know who the fuck you talking to? You know who you talking to?
I mean, he did big you up.
Talk that talk, Joe. He said you don't even get none of these niggas without a Joe Budden. You know you talk. Look, talk that talk, Joe, man. You could talk your stuff. You could talk your stuff.
Several times
You know who
during
you're
his
talking to?
podcast show.
Fix your fucking mouth. You sit next to a fucking legend every week. Melissa.
Oh, shit.
That was. What you saying, my brother?
I don't know. Touch me.
Said
I was
Melissa.
saying that. I was happy that.
Melissa, a legend too. Boy, she a legend too.
You know, we're able to clean it up and give him his credit because he did get his back kicked in.
He's still getting.
I mean, niggas was making fun of him, but he's able to stay poised, stay to himself.
True to himself, too. I don't care about that shit no more.
And then he was able to just put out quality music. Like, this is quality.
Y'all heard what he said? I don't care about that no more, the apology. Like, I'm not going to hold nobody accountable for trying to be brothers with somebody. I can't kick them down. Like, I can't do that. I can't kick J. Cole for wanting to be brothers with a brother. And then on the other hand, we saying, yeah, we need peace. We need to stop deleting each other in the streets. He's showing that he's giving an example of what peace looks like. And we bashing him for it. I can't do that.
Quality.
Time heals all.
Time heals all.
You so phony. You phony.
I say it every week on this pod. I'm phony. Listen, do you want? Should I give a mature Joe, or are we doing shit in the spirit of hip hop? The MC in me and in the spirit of hip hop, I didn't want to hear that shit. The man in me absolutely loves it.
Got you.
Absolutely loves it.
Got it.
What part of J. Cole's lyrics wasn't hip hop? He had like a little Charlie Brown joint, like a little Charlie Brown cadence when he came in there. Ship shape, grape tape, buster late, they say they for the wait. He kind of had that cadence in his rap. What part of that rap wasn't hip hop? I don't understand. I'm really not understanding.
And I think he's happy with the choice he made.
Yeah.
By far too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nigga, girl came out and was getting that joke. Oh, yo.
Nigga, J. Cole played for the fucking Shanghai Sharks. What the fuck?
The Nigerian Nightmares.
The Lisbon Lions.
Y'all know who J. Cole is, man.
Nah, he big
That
again.
nigga was hitting the corner baseline 3 for the Lisbon Lions.
Big him up, my nigga.
I always pick J. Cole up.
Of course, yeah.
Well, I think I do. If I had to opt to have a problem with a rapper, it wouldn't be J. Cole.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
After you back down from no one.
That's not the name that you would want to pick out of the hat. I mean, I'll do it, but
That's a headache.
yeah, it's a long day. It ruins your day. It ruins your day, not his.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Got you.
I would love to see y'all be a rapper just for a day, man.
I
Like a
said
trouble.
We
Don't
gotta
have to be.
No, because every podcast is different. So even some of the times when you say, yo, that's podcasting, if you look at the landscape and other podcasts,
There's nothing like a-
They don't do what we do.
There's nothing
can't
like
either.
this one.
I know. I'm just saying. So
Yo, other podcasts. Let me just shoot it.
Yo, this
It's not
other
even a pod
pods.
sometimes. It's a soap opera.
You can't.
Yeah, but
It's
this
a daytime soap.
this podcast is sold, and I won't say sold, but it's built off of the premise that everyone up here is either pretty close or friends or have some type of deeper rapport than just coworker. That's what makes people like what 100%. People feel like this is
I don't
no.
know.
That's accurate.
No, I
that's
think
accurate.
it's based around Joe. Right?
Yeah, I can't say that that's
Joe is the
accurate.
center.
It's not.
And
It's
it's
a
the branches
factor. It's
that
a
come off
massive
to all of
factor.
us.
It's a massive factor.
Joe is the factor, of course, that brings all of us together. But
I
the
don't think it's
connection,
such a massive factor either.
But
Joe, I think is the biggest factor.
I think
is.
you're
I think
so
that's
wrong.
what people mostly lean on. The fact
think-
that they feel all of us up here are
the selling
close.
point.
We share stories. We've had experiences. Well, the arguments with y'all don't even get the attention it gets unless they actually know that you have an actual rapport.
That's true. That's the root
And
of
history.
the show. That's
And
the root,
history,
the root of
yeah.
the show is, like you said, is Joe. And then if you go further, even before
No.
the podcast,
It seemed like Drake had they gears going when he was sending flowers up there, and he was throwing shots in at the podcast. They loved that. They loved when Drake was talking about him. They like that. But now when somebody rapping, now when somebody spitting bars, it's like, oh no, let's talk about what people how people like the podcast. No, talk about the bars. What's up with the bars? He said the hip hop in him didn't want to hear that. But the man in him, I don't know what these niggas want nowadays, man. What you niggas want from an
let me just finish. If you go before even the podcast, what Joe was able to sustain throughout his career was his openness with his fan base. True. So you always showed them the side that he did what most rappers didn't do, and that show you my inner circle, my inner life.
No.
So now he brought.
No, I mean, I'm
everybody's
listening.
letting themselves
Go ahead.
talk.
I mean, we all do it. Go
Let
ahead.
freeze go.
And he brought that to the pod. And that's part of the driving factor here is they think that you're seeing like the behind the scenes of him kicking it with his close friends.
Okay. The beginning of this pod becoming what it started to become is, don't get me wrong, Joe is Joe. But a part of what made Joe and his stories connect is because the people he had sitting with him were very close friends to the public. So it wasn't just the dynamic of Joe just being who he was. It was also the fact that he was interacting with people who were really close.
Y'all aren't a bunch of
felt
randoms.
It
Y'all
wasn't
have
just a bunch of
history.
random people. It felt
And
like
the conversations that happen up here, a lot of it is rooted in your history. There's inside jokes.
Sure.
There's shit that people have latched onto. Day one. That's why you refer to the day ones, because the day ones know so much about y'all because of how much they are invested in your fucking connected history.
Think about all the people who know, think about all the people that knew about Ish and Ice before they ever sat here.
I want to argue against it, but they're going to misinterpret it, and then there's going to be think pieces.
That's why everybody's attracted to Joe Budden. He's always arguing against something. People love conflict. People love conflict. If you're the one that got something contrary to say about, the main topic that everybody's agreed on, they're going to veer towards you. And why this nigga always disagreeing with something? Oh, what the hell is wrong? People like that. People like that. The audience like that.
That's not all the way true.
No, it may not be 100% of the pie, but it's a nice piece of the pie.
Is there a way to do it in a different way to get your point across?
Because what is it? Shout out to the day ones.
First time and last time listeners.
And the last time listeners. Yes, I think that it's true that the beginning of this podcast and maybe at a few segments throughout the podcast, throughout the 10 years, it was rooted in friendship. I think that when Rory and them left, I think this podcast got exponentially bigger. And I think to continue to say that a large part is rooted in friendships shortchanges not only the job that each of you do individually, what y'all all bring individually, and what y'all have developed as a collective. Yes, the extra jokes are cool. The 20 years and the 20 years and all that shit is cool. I think that still we may just take for granted how seismic this audience is.
That's true.
And that's not
the bulk of this audience. They're not here for that.
And none of that is to diminish.
Today.
None of that is to diminish anything that you just said. It's not to say that what we're saying is the most significant part, but it is. Maybe it's a.
Notice I've never heard a podcast say I don't agree. Like I hear on Joe Budden's podcast. That goes to show you, like, I don't agree. That shit brings attention. Somebody say I don't agree. It kind of sounds like conflict to some people, but I mean it's just you're supposed to not don't agree. Like somebody who just agree with every damn thing, you don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that. You're not supposed to just be agreeing with everything. That means you don't have your own damn brain. But you hear that a lot. I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree. And conflict starts, and you know what I mean. That's what people like that. People like that because it seems like something's going on. You know what I mean? On top of a bunch of other things, they do have a lot of good talking points. They are who they are. They hip hop. They've been in the game for a long time. I ain't taking nothing away from them. But the factor of the conflict part, yeah, people like that.
It's a part of history.
It is.
For
example,
one of the conception.
Since I've been here, one of the most viral moments was when you two had the 1v1 going back and forth screaming when you threw the fucking headphones and it was about the girl and shit like that. That remains one of the most viral moments.
You hear that? You hear that? People love that conflict, man. People love that conflict.
People still fucking talk about that moment, and that is rooted in your history.
I'm agreeing with you.
You know, and like
on the
all
flip side of that, the moment would have been even more viral if that wasn't my man, because I'd have slid him off the balcony.
I threw that stupid nigga in the Hudson.
Now,
see, come on,
that's viral. You know, you're the mascot for that type of virality. See what happens when you get together with some niggas that ain't your man.
Listen, I hear what you're saying.
You go out of here.
I hear what you're saying. And I don't think me saying that is to diminish the hard work that people had to, because when Ish and Ice first sat, a lot of the people were saying, we don't want to see that. We can't get used to their style of potting. They went and they put in the work and they did what they did, and now people love seeing them on here. So I'm not saying that there wasn't a certain level of work, but I think a big part of what built the brand was the concept of you are here with your friends. That's true. And that can't be taken away.
And also
I don't think
the fact that they
you
were
get the
your
same
choice.
dynamic if you started the pod with
If you ain't know me
two
on Ice.
strangers.
If you ain't know me on Ice. If you didn't know Ice and I, pardon me. We don't have.
You went to.
There you go. Got you beat. And they get that GD.
Yo,
I think it was them.
we don't have the 12-year stories. We don't have the stories from Ice letting the police in. We don't have the stories from me and you running around threesomes and quadrusomes and all of that. Like we don't have
getting
those
busy like that.
It was wild. I mean, little song. But what I'm saying is we don't have.
We had a run.
We don't have. Stop playing, man.
See?
We
You
don't
can't see.
have that to pull from.
Yo, I'm
Because
not
those lead
arguing with
into
y'all.
conversations.
I think that what y'all saying is right. I just think it's applicable to maybe 7% of the audience today.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think that low?
7?
Nah. I think it's.
So what do you think the bulk of the audience is here
He
for?
just gonna.
It's more than
For
that.
the job that we do.
I think the bulk of the Patreon
the job
audience
that
is
we
not
do.
here
Job
for
that
that.
we
But they intertwine.
Yeah.
It's not separated. Because the job that we do is still.
Y'all let me know what y'all think. All y'all rocking with the J. Cole Clouds album. Let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. It's all good. No love lost. There ain't nothing wrong with disagreeing with somebody. I love the J. Cole Clouds record. I like that. I like the way he put those words together. I love that. I always loved the Charlie Brown verse and Scenario. Busta Rhymes, Charlie Brown, was it Charlie Brown? Ship shape, grape tape, Busta, wait, I'm the Ella, the Ea, simply just the leader. The TP, see you later. Later, alligator. Pop goes. Yeah. I think that was Charlie Brown. Y'all let me know. But I don't know. I love that wordplay. Y'all let me know if y'all rocking with the J. Cole Clouds record or not. He was kind of wishy-washy with it. I don't know what Joe Budden stands with it. He said the hip-hop him didn't want to hear it, but the man in him did want to hear it. I guess he could relate to the gray hair part. He definitely can relate to the gray hair part. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Leave in the comment section. Leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.